On Friday, Iran holds its first parliamentary elections since mass protests, led by women and young adults, were crushed in a nationwide crackdown in 2022. More than 22,000 people were detained and 500 were killed. In the run-up to the vote, Iranian leaders urged the public to participate, as dissidents called for a boycott after the mass disqualification of candidates who were not members of conservative, pro-government parties. Statisticians predict a historically low turnout at the ballot. Analysts say many people will not vote because they view their choice not to participate as a way to challenge the government's legitimacy.
Critics of the system say that, look, what's the point of even engaging in this process that is not going to result in any meaningful changes or allow for much diversity of views. And because the system is so adamant on participation rates as a metric for its legitimacy, a boycott would basically take away that claim.
These elections will decide members of Iran's 290-seat parliament and its 88-seat Assembly of Experts, the governmental body expected to choose the country's next supreme leader, as current Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei approaches his 85th birthday.
The position of the Supreme Leader, it's in the name, ultimately has a profound influence over the country's domestic and foreign policy as the ultimate arbiter, as the ultimate finger on the scales of what decisions the President and the Parliament and the National Security Council takes.
Because reformist candidates have been virtually eliminated from the ballot, he says, Iran's next supreme leader is expected to maintain the government's conservative or hardline stance. But for many Iranians, the demands of protesters during the unrest in 2022 that was sparked by the death of Mahsa Amini in police custody remain unanswered. Besides issues of personal freedom and sustenance, Iran's economic crisis has led to widespread discontent.
In 2023, just 15% of Iranians said that it was a good time to find a job in their area, while 80% said it wasn't a good time to find a job. And a further 61% say, when asked how they're finding life on their present household income, 61% of Iranians say that they are currently finding it difficult or very difficult to get by on their present incomes.
He says that in recent years, Iran has seen roughly 40% inflation, and more young people say they wish to travel abroad for their futures. Other analysts say while the upcoming elections are not expected to usher in any immediate sweeping changes, it can be expected that protest movements will arise again. Heather Murdock, VOA News, Istanbul.